Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by the British welterweight champion and Commonwealth, Ekow Essuman. I always forget the Commonwealth. I did it with someone else about a month ago. I don't know where it is. It's like a blind spot. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for having me, man.
No, anytime. Yet another defence of that British title. It must mean a lot to you at this point. You've already got it outright and you're still defending it. What's the kind of thinking behind that?
Keeping the British means I'll always have high-level mandatories and opponents that I can fight in the meanwhile in interim of trying to move forward and get those higher-ranked fighters and those world-level chances. Obviously, like a few months ago, I got that news about the IBF and possibly fighting Cody Crawley. However, he wasn't up to the fight, so now I still have to wait for a different route within the IBF. And in the meanwhile, because I have the British, I still have a mandatory to fight. So I'm not going inactive and I'm still being kept active, which I'm happy about.
Does it ever frustrate you? You see other people getting opportunities and so on, and all these British title challenges that are mandated are obviously incredibly hungry. Do you want to be like, I'm not saying you're not hungry, but do you want to be the one aspiring to the next level in your fights?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, of course I want to be aspiring to the next level, but through the politics of stuff, sometimes you have to wait a bit longer. And obviously having the belts, it keeps me humbled and hungry for success because I know everyone's coming for me. So better be ready for whatever comes out of the depths of the ocean to come for me, and also be ready to show the people above me that I'm ready for them.
And we'll talk about the fight on the 18th in a moment, but just tell us, you said you were waiting for a new route from the IBF. What do you think that's most likely to be based on the rankings at the moment?
Well, based on the rankings and the fact that Cody Crawley turned down the chance for the match to go through the WBC route, I believe, allegedly. He's going to be kicked out of the IBF rankings, so the IBF will either mandate me versus the interim champion or possibly champion, or they will find someone else for me to fight. But in the meanwhile, like I said, being able to have the chance to keep busy, keep active, show people what I've been working on, I'm excited for that.
Would you ideally like an interim champion or a number one contender or whatever before you go in with, I don't know, a Spence or a Crawford? Because your jump to world level will be more of a leap purely because it's an elite division at world level at the moment.
No, I fully get that. And yeah, I mean, the chance to go for the interim and then the world title opportunity would be wicked. I mean, get paid twice for doing the same thing. So yeah, that's how I see it. I mean, you can't really look at it in many other ways because it's all about progression. So if you can incrementally progress yourself, then that's ace. The jump, to still get that big jump of a chance, that would be ace as well. So either way, it's an exciting position to be in.
Now, if Spence and Crawford both move up, which they've talked about individually, do you see it as kind of wide open? Do you see any standouts apart from yourself at 147 if they do?
Well, you have Boots Ennis, who's ranked above me. So like he's one of the people that I'd be looking forward to fight. Yeah, it's just one of those things. And then there's in the IBF, I believe the IBF is one of the every belt is hard to get to world title level, world championship level. But the IBF full of those creepy Europeans and people just crawling out of the woodwork, so just monsters. Everyone in the top 10 is a monster in their own right. So I believe it's one of the hard belts, really gritty belts to get. So that's one that I am looking forward to holding.
What do you make of Spence Crawford talking about a rematch? It may be at 147, it may be at 54, we don't know. And Crawford looking to go up maybe against Canelo as well. What do you make of the prospects of either of those two fights happening?
Prospects, wicked prospects. I don't see it happening at 147 again, probably move up, but then if it moves up, what's going to happen at 147? So yeah, who knows right now? But to be honest, I wouldn't blame Crawford for wanting to move up and sort of explore that new division.
You've been a dominant British champion, I think it's fair to say. What do you think's been the main keys to that success?
Don't have no quit. Do the work behind closed doors. Just do the work, really. I mean, you can work smart or work hard, but if you do both, then you're covering all the bases, and that's what I do.
Is there a bit of a kind of you against the world mentality? Because each of one of these defences you've had, there's been people out there who pick your opponent to win, and you've raised your game and won each time. Is there a bit of that? Like, do you feel like people want you to lose or are always picking you to lose?
Yeah. In a respect, yeah, you can say that. But it's just fuel to my fire. Just fuel to my fire, really. You can hate hate the game, don't hate the player.
And horrible Harry Scarff. Actually a nice fella, but I think it refers more to his style than anything else. What do you make of him, strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I can't give away too much. His style, that, as I said before, like people say horrible Harry Scarff, I'm like, he's not horrible. It's just the way he fights, that kind of spoiling style. He's really good at it. But what's he going to do when that gets taken away from him? So.
Do you think that they think that's kind of your kryptonite, perhaps? Because your high work rate, the engine, of course, power, strength, aggression. He's a spoiler. He'll be looking to negate a lot of your work.
You can't negate the physicality of what I do, no matter what. Either way, do so at your own peril.
Any bad blood there? I know there was a little bit of talk from his camp a few months ago that you'd been avoiding the fight or delaying the fight. What do you make of that? And, are you friendly?
Well, not friendly. Well, he used to come and spar at my gym. I helped him in sparring for a couple of the opportunities at the British that he got at super welterweight. Unfortunately for him, he didn't pass the mark at the time. After that, it's I think it's just social media stuff, really. Talk about bad blood. There isn't necessarily bad blood, but if you're one of my opponents, as much as you can say it's not personal, it's personal because you're coming for what I have. I know what I have everyone wants, and I respect that fully, but what I have I'm keeping, so he's just in the way and he's got to go.
So back with Ekow Essuman there, had a few technical issues. You were just telling us sparring, you have respect for all your sparring partners, but it'll be a different story on the night.
Yeah, it'll be a different story on the night. I said how I felt when I sparred him. He didn't stick out in any particular way. Like his power didn't make me think, oh, okay, I shouldn't go forward because he's got a bit of pop on him. His spoiling style didn't put me off and make me think, oh, I'm knackered from him leaning and this and that and the other. I'm a well-conditioned boxer, conditioned through and through. I think he needs to be worried more about the physicality of it than I do, because I'm prepped, I'm ready, I'm coming. And so, yeah, I mean, sparring is sparring, and that was then. This is now. I don't know what he's been working on in the gym and whatnot behind closed doors. I know what I've been working on. I know my strengths. I've been watching his tapes, watching his style, watching the things he likes to do, the things he doesn't like, that I can really just open the door on them and just really expose and blow wide open. And really looking forward to the fight.
Ekow Essuman, really appreciate your time. Best of luck on the 18th.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.